Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Washington. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. On the ground, it's Turner. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Golden Gophers getting set on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trying play action. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia State's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Illegal forward pass.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Find some fresh air.
Returner is tackled down at the
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive.
Take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And that's another Golden Gopher.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Now the play fake. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 5 over Stanford. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense set on 1st down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success.